After having these headphones on, everything else simply sounds crappy. I went into this quick review with the presumption of having to deal with, yet again, somewhat lackluster audio quality, but I stand corrected. Boy, was I wrong. So today I'll be taking a quick look at the SonoFlow Bluetooth headphones by the brand 1MORE. According to the brand's website, this pair is to be had for $100. I've no idea what pricing is going to look like over here in Europe. Maybe 90 to 100 euros. Anyway, these SonoFlow headphones outshine pretty much everything else I've tested in the past so far. However, all that glitters is not gold. There are a few nasty sides to this product too. Once you empty the packaging, we are being greeted by a quick start guide as well as a very nice and handy carrying case for our new pair of headphones. I find that really nice. The SonoFlow comes safely stored away along with two cables. That's a USB Type-C charging cable, and now pay close attention, not a standard 3.5mm audio cable, but instead a 2.5 to 3.5mm cable. Now, what kind of ergonomic features are there to be expected? As expected, the size of the headband can be adjusted. The ear cups are rotatable, therefore can be stored away lying flat or can be carried around one's neck hanging there. These ear cup holders allow for some movement too, and last but not least, the ear cups do also allow folding. The build quality does appear to be okay at first glance, but after closer inspection, they could have gone with a little less plastic. Of course, this in turn makes them very lightweight at just 250 grams. The comfort, as far as my subjective impression is concerned, is great. Soft protein leather padding is both on the headband as well as on the ear cups. Even after having these on for several hours, I can't complain about any discomfort whatsoever. The SonoFlow can be connected both via Bluetooth 5.0 or cable. Noteworthy is the support for the high-resolution LDAC codec. They've gone with 40mm dynamic drivers, and on top of that went the extra mile with the DLC diaphragm. That really just screams like pure marketing though. These SonoFlow do seriously stand out when it comes to battery life though. Despite the fact we are only dealing with a 720 mAh battery, 1MORE promises up to 70 hours of continuous playback with ANC turned off, up to 50 hours with ANC, basically active noise cancellation, turned on. Furthermore, the built-in battery does support fast charging. In theory, meaning that just 5 minutes of charging can provide us with supposedly 5 hours of music playback. Now, just so you know, I did not try that out. By the time I got the headphones delivered, they carried a charge of 70%. Charging is done via the USB-C port. As usual, such wireless headphones sport multifunction buttons. The power and volume buttons can therefore act to switch between songs and taking and rejecting phone calls. There is but one additional button, noise cancellation, to enable active noise cancellation. There are 3 modes available: ANC on, pass-through, and ANC off. The noise cancellation works, but as a matter of fact, I've had better results with even cheaper Bluetooth headphones in the past. However, the acoustic pattern did change when having had ANC enabled with said headphones. Mostly it's the bass that starts fading away. Whereas with today's 1MORE SonoFlow, the acoustic pattern remains the same, untampered with, and that's good. Now let's talk audio quality. I was blown away almost 3 meters. I was that surprised. For a change, one notices that the engineers behind this actually cared and put some effort into putting a decent product out there. For reference, I'm always comparing against my trusty wired Beyerdynamic DT770 Pro, the 80 ohm version. Needless to say, we aren't on the same level of quality, but they definitely pack quite a punch. Out of the box, I wouldn't be classifying these as headphones with a flat acoustic pattern. As so often, we are more so heading into the direction of bass-oriented, with the only difference we are not leaving the remaining frequencies behind this time around. While it's apparent that the factory tuning is intended for slightly bassier tracks, luckily, depending on the music app, you can do some equalizing yourselves, so that even I, as more of a classic 70s, 80s rock and metal guy, can be satisfied. I highly recommend installing the 1MORE Music app onto your phone though. I personally really like what the app brings to the table, especially since it allows us to enable and switch into the high-quality LDAC codec mode. Additionally, we are free to choose from 12 different EQ presets. Awesome! It would have been even better if they had allowed us to do some custom fine-tuning with all the available frequency bands though. The best EQ preset out of the bunch, as far as my taste is concerned, definitely is the bass reducer, which, as the name already suggests, reduces the bass slightly, if only minimally. Interestingly, I had to discover that when going for a wired connection, the acoustic pattern takes a rather negative turn. While it allows for significantly louder playback, even at the very same volume level as via Bluetooth, they've gone overboard with the bass, taking all the fun out of the listening experience, especially with those nasty, clearly audible distortions going on. So going for a wired connection is a very bad idea with these headphones. They're unusable that way. That's unfortunate. I've tested both with my phone and PC. My advice: only connect the SonoFlow via Bluetooth. That way we're also getting the most customization options at our disposal. Despite all the negative aspects of the SonoFlow, the richness in sound certainly impresses, via Bluetooth that is, leading to a clear recommendation of this specific 1MORE product. To this date, the by far best Bluetooth headphones I've owned. With that said, see you around, take care, and thanks for watching.